sensational. What a day. I mean, look at the temperature, 78 degrees here in the Bay Area. Fans are juiced. Shanahan have been the head coaches. Mac Jones getting set to quarterback again. San Francisco won the toss. Purdy's still out with that toe injury. He's inactive today, so again, it's Mac Jones' show. 49ers in the row. Here is Blake Corum. With this offense, which has been great with Matthew Stafford, Tom, they are the best passing offense in the NFL, and it looks like it when you watch.
Adams out there. He leads the league in big-time throws, and he loves the big moment. He's on.
Really, since coming over to the Rams. Looking to change that today, but usually it is a pretty raucous play fake. Stafford all kinds of time. Launching one deep. Ferguson. Get it. It is the in. He couldn't stay in.
Right off the bat, attacking down the field, and looks like he got 49ers defense started off exactly how they played all year, and good coverage by Brown down the field. They have not had that.
Stafford over the middle. Devontae Adams has his first catch in the league with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams. But you told me this week when watching the film, you think it's the best their O-line has played.
And Matthew back there, he's got a chance to survey the field. He plays very surgically, but he's also
another play fake. The throw couldn't make the adjustment. And then you look at this 49ers defense, and you come in here and you're used to seeing so many. Amazing they've been able to play as well as they have.
They've lost all their key players, defensive line, linebacker, but people off. So less reliant on a few of their superstars, more reliant on the play style of this defense.
Stafford looking, throwing. It is caught by Nacua that time, right at the marker.
From the inside, plants, and then just gets up in the air. They have great chemistry between the two of them. Short routes, the thing I love about Nacua, he just makes everything look easy. Throws are a little behind him, they're a little high, they're a little low. Catches in traffic.
Injury, but good to see him back in there today. On the opening drive, it's Williams darting through the hole. A good run out of Williams that time, who you go back to the original matchup in week 5, Tom, and you think about Kyron Williams, who's been so great. And not just him, they get stopped on 4th and 1. So Williams in particular, a little bitter taste coming into this game. Give it to him again. Up the middle and runs into Kevin again in his 9th year. Going against his old Washington mate. They're on the same coaching. Both have turned the organization around. Pretty cool.
Two great leaders of the organization. You can just tell when we speak to them, this is always puts their team above everybody else.
Coming near side this time to Davis Allen, the tight end, who makes the kick.
And when we had them against the Ravens, they lost Nacua to injury. They decided to be a little more tight end dominant. The 2 tight end groupings, the 3 tight end groupings, they keep it moving. It's really hard for this defense to hit a bull.
And we get a whistle. Timeout by the 49ers. They'll take their first.
Timeout.
They will reset, try and talk things over. It's been a nice opening drive. I think they were going to have 12 men on the field there.
Too, when you talk about Fred Warner, sorry, go ahead, Kibby.
No, look at this. We're just going to give you a little taste of the Hollywood stars, Tom. This Rams offense, most in the NFL. And then, well, you got Devontae Adams, 8 touchdowns, first 8 games. That's the most in the NFL. So they all got.
They keep it moving. Salah's got his work cut out for him today.
Signs from this Rams run game as Kyron Williams picks up a first down.
Yeah, just a great job by Abel on this double team vision. He never gets to the hole, patters his feet. He just hits it. 1,000 miles an hour, Mach 3 with his hair.
Rams have scored touchdowns on 8 of their last 9 red zone trips. Looking for another one. Is Stafford on the move? Full for LA.
Play action fake. Just give it to Williams. This crossing route on Green, open by 3 or 4 yards. I thought he'd reach it out, but a good veteran receiver never football. What a drive to start the game.
Another 3 tight end set for the Rams. Kyron Williams left side. He's in. 3rd straight game with an opening drive touchdown.
Well, they made the 3 tight ends on the left side, and there's no edge to the defense. Walks it in, standing up. He knows when the big bodies are in there. They know they got to be physical. They know they needed to be physical, and they did on that drive.
And a Up the special teams, and they're partying early at Santa Clara. Down the field they go, and it's Kyron Williams is in. Yard touchdown run, and it's 7-0. Quite a different start than their Week 5 matchup in L.A. This is Brian Robinson. Will take a knee, and a touchback it is. And so here come the 49ers and Mac Jones, who will make a new, and he's winning games too.
Yeah, more than any of his physical traits, his teammates really believe in him. He's shown tremendous toughness, quick decisions. He's going to need that today. This defensive line puts a lot of pressure on you. You got to pick a guy and
42 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game. See what he's got in the rematch. Good news for him is he's got Christian McCaffrey. They're going to throw it. Quick drop, coming near side. Makes the catch. Jennings has a grab, and a good start for Mac. But he missed 5 games. Left guard, they've had injuries there. Jake Brendel is back at center today. So really the whole 49ers year is
Christian McCaffrey. Everything runs through him.
Yeah.
Touches the ball 50% of the game. And he kind of sets it up.
Rams only got about a yard that time for Big Puna Ford. Got his mitts on him. And when you look at this Rams defense,
it's around a very physical, defensive, aggressive front line. They won the Super Bowl in 2021 with Aaron Donald and this crazy pass there. They all look to attack the quarterback, and they've done a great job of that this season.
Jones on third down. Knocked it away. And it looks like the punt team's coming out for Kyle Shanahan.
That's the one guy that's given up probably more than anybody answer that drive that the Rams put together. Tough way for them to start the game.
His 17th year, longtime Saint. So Rams defense forces a 3 and out. They get it back. Up 1-3 of the last 5, but the 49ers get action passing. And Kyron Williams touchdown. So they get it for possession number 2. And Blake Corum in the game. Jordan Elliott with a nice play. Land Clark is our referee today.
First down.
I get Cleveland Ferrell there, who just came back to the 49ers last week on the practice squad. Right, you lose Nick Bosa early in the year as an all-world pass rusher. Michael Williams, their #1 draft pick, goes down last week. He took in the lead on the quarterback because of it. Stafford, pressure here, though, from Oklahoma. Steps away. Niners make a hole. We've got a game break, and let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Lions hoping to bounce back after that loss, but Washington about to be in the red zone. Keep you posted. Back to you, Kevin.
Carissa, thanks. So Gibbs only had 28-yard win today. Minnesota losing to Baltimore. And now the Lions trying to get a win in. Packers play the Eagles tomorrow. Second down. Gets a man Parkinson wide open. And an easy first down. A lot of space out there early for the Rams.
A lot of space. I think they use these run actions, you call them, when you stick the ball out to the running back and you just kind of get that. You could look deep and then you come right down to your underneath target and still get production.
To the 40, Blake Corum.
They're trying to set the edge, but Corum just squirts right through the C gap right there. More physical on the defensive line to try to, now I'm coming across to try to seal that and make that a lot tighter. That's too easy.
6-1 Devontae Adams makes the grab and then is taken down, swarmed to the 35. Oh, the Rams.
Run action pass, stick the ball out there, clean pocket, no pressure, delivers an absolute coup. The other guy's going to have a gold jacket someday.
Not a bad choice. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, Tatum Bethune, middle linebacker.
Just stick the ball. It looks like he's rushing the passer. Now he's got to play the run. Now he's got to play the pass. And that time that it takes from going to the 10, when those receivers get down the field, it opens up huge voids in the zone. And Stafford finds those so easily.
Smith, who followed his blocks, another big gain and a first down. Man, this offense is doing whatever they want.
Builds a package of plays. It's not just call one play. It's really a plan. And everything kind of looks the same. There, it looks like strategies, and it keeps the defense guessing all day long.
By the way, Curtis Robinson is in the game for Tatum Bethune. Lofted one in the corner, now throws it away. That was dangerously close, though, as Lenore tried to have a shot on it.
10 minutes in, it feels like, oh, probably a good time to run it. Next thing you know, play action pass, and he's trying to get another one. So they came off, and today, totally different approach to their offensive side of the ball.
It's like the opposite. 49ers started like this in that week 5. Blitz coming. Stafford kills the blitz. Gets it to Nakua. Breaks the tackle. Puka Nakua.
Get a beat on anything, and they just got him in a blender right now. What do they cover? Now they're operating and firing on all cylinders right now.
Wow. Rams have been playing good football lately. They look Puka Nacua doing what he does best, following his blocks. It's honestly amazing how well they've been playing at 6-3 despite all that. And they'll start here on the 35. And Tom Rinaldi is
to injury at some point this season. When we talked to Kyle Shanahan, he said, I used to say, as long as we have Bosa and defense, obviously he's out. We've seen that. No, we already saw Tatum Bethune visit the tent. He's back out of it. It'll be about technique and speed. It's also about having the guys that can play, KB.
Yeah, healthy. It also is about maybe scoring a lot of points to start in week 5. It was San Francisco up 14-0 in that game.
And the challenging part is the 49ers offense is meant in your offensive scheme. Kyle's already gone, all right, how do I adjust and how do I try to get us back in the game? It's out there and done its job.
And we get a whistle.
Complementary football. All 3 phases.
Offense number 15. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
All 3-1 in the kick game, but today, down 14-0, this Niners offense has to do something on this drive to provide their defense a little right now.
That's a good start and a first down for the 49ers.
One-on-one with Kittle, finds a little separation. Oh, look at that. Lay out, big fella. LeSwit coming out of his break, but he makes up for it with that little Superman grab. That was sweet.
Yeah, he's kind of the Energizer Bunny for this. Jennings makes the catch. He's got a first down if it holds inside the 40, but now we'll see the penalty. Get him more involved if they want a chance today. Now let's see on the flag.
Results of play, the first down.
They get Forbes.
Saying in football, sometimes you want to play Canadian football, and you want to skip third down, which means you really want to be aggressive. This Rams defense easily makes.
Rams has time, and he got tipped at the line there. He had McCaffrey running. Did you make that up? That's a Canadian football saying?
No. There's different versions of success all the time, and not overly relying on play. And he was like, we sucked on third down, and we had like 4 third downs all day. We were like 1 of 4. And it was coach.
Second down. Jones pressure in his face. Throws Jennings. Has the catch. And turnover, and the Rams have it after what would have been a big play. Cam Curl punched it out.
Elite punch. There he goes. Jennings doesn't see him. Comes from behind. Massive. You're just begging to have the ball turned over at that point. When the defenders see the ball away from your body, it's away from your body. They're thinking about turning the ball over. Easy play for the Rams defense.
Yeah, Nate Landman is third foul in Williams. And 49ers had something cooking, too, down 14-0, building a little momentum. That hurts, no doubt. And, besides that, they were young. He told us we knew we were going to be younger, but then, we were relying on the veterans.
We're inexperienced. We're going to simplify the call sheet. But what we need to do is play hard. We need to be aggressive, physical, slow down a little bit.
Stafford over the middle. Devontae Adams incomplete tipped. No, it hit the ground. Had a chance. By the way, should point out you saw Tatum Bethune back in the game for the Niners. Watch this.
Yeah, no lack of aggressiveness by the Rams. Those are the kind of overthrows and tips that this defense going to need.
Fails down to the 40. He goes.
And this is just basically he presses in and then bounces off his body. Stafford knows right away.
Middle Rams are getting some real traction in the run game. Well, Matthew Stafford, 37 years old, is 17th for 21 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He's had a lot of games with 3 touchdown passes and no interceptions. How about
He's playing better than ever. He's just an expert at the quarterback position.
That called Xavier Smith to get in here, and I think the Rams called a timeout. Sean?
Maybe he's afraid of commitment.
For sure.
All right, you're not even listening to me. Bridgewater, you're in.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Bernardo.
Need a partner, not a project.
Buy the Old Spice NFL collection.
Buy the Old Spice NFL collection.
No, like the Old Spice NFL collection. Okay.
Old Spice, the greatest smell in the NFL.
14-0. 49ers had a good drive going, but Juwan Jennings fumbled. Williams on a draw up the middle. Patient running, first down.
Line of scrimmage, directing traffic. Matthew does that as well as anybody. He gets these looks where the safeties are far away. Line of scrimmage for a 6-yard gain. So he's just toying with the defense. He's got total command. He's seeing everything crystal clear today.
Williams again, left side. This time, 49ers play it much better. Only a yard that time. Better gang. Losing Fred Warner, it's like, how do you replace an all-world guy who controls every bit of communication? Well, he's actually four-star.
Day when our quarterback, Tom Brady, would sit down and do features with me. He told me at the age of 4, I only have a ton of experience to draw on. I played most of these coordinators. I know their plan, and then I get out there, and it's like a big chess figuring this out. TB, do you agree that's what he's doing?
Oh, yeah.
He's doing it here with Tyler Higbee catching the pass.
Where you've seen every coordinator, you've seen every pressure, you played against every style of defensive player, and then on offense, you played with confidence in anything that you're seeing. And it's just the evolution from quarterback to coach on the field out of every defense.
Gonna run with Williams inside, running into Jordan Elliott's hands.
And there were definitely points needed to go to a certain place. We weren't good enough on our offensive skill set to get there, but when I look at this Rams offense, they have every asset. He can be surgical. He can check to the run game and be efficient. So they're just very difficult to stop all season long.
Second and goal here. Play pass. Stafford looking slow. The 400th touchdown pass of Matthew Stafford's career history.
He reads the flat. He looks back inside, and he's just running for it. And then for some reason, the two defenders for the 49ers in the back of the end zone. I was like, yep, I'm surprised too.
Here is Mevis getting into it, up and through. It is 21, a beauty, a little floater to Davis Allen, and these Rams are running. Stafford keeps getting better. When you're talking about Stafford, I thought Sean McVay, what he said to us, Tom, was interesting. You know, not only is he playing great, but I think it's a guy.
Been through everything, the adversities. He was in Detroit for a lot of years where things didn't quite go his way. And then he comes here, and it's just a total through this offseason. And there has been pedal to the metal for this entire team since the beginning of training camp.
Double teamed out at the 41. Game break, back to Carissa Thompson.
Thank you, Kevin. You guys got a one-sided game in Santa Clara. How about this? Seahawks in complete control, 35-0 with 7 minutes and 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Kevin.
Next week, how's that game looking? Here is McCaffrey. It'd be fun to be there. Throw it out there, you know, if people are thinking about it. So here's McCaffrey, and here are the 49ers. So, Tom, they had an
ball to play. 21-0. Obviously, the 3 quarters of football left. So Kyle is still going to stick with the plan of running the ball.
Get the run game going, and well played by the Rams that time. Hey, Fox College Football Friday, under the lights in prime time. Pacific on Fox. 49ers have made a change at left guard. Ben Barch, who just came off the ankle injury, and Spencer Burford started, played well last week. It's been, since Barch got hurt, it's kind of been a revolving door. So now, breaking tackle. First down and barreling through Rams, down to the 30.
He tackles the Rams the last time they played. Mac Jones finds Kittle very early in that route, productive season in the passing game. Still an electric run blocker, but they're going to need a lot to dig themselves out of this 21-0.
Pitch out here. Hard to take Christian McCaffrey off the field, but he had some juice last week, and that's a nice run for 11.
Yeah, in 25 years, he watched him gets him to the perimeter. Juszczyk with the running head start, and they always challenge the perimeter as long as he can.
Madison again. There's just no movement up front. So has to keep going. What an effort. This Rams defense with Chris Shula at the helm has been terrific. Second best scoring defense. They do a lot that you love.
Yeah, such an uber-talented coach. Coach McVay involves Shula and basically certainly the special teams, which he's had to pay way too much attention to this year.
Second down. Jones, McCaffrey, in on the catch. In on the tackle, excuse me.
Landman looking for the punch out even on that play.
And before the play's over, he's running to the sideline like, hands up. But look at this.
Right for it. Oh, he almost got it. Oh,
Here is McCaffrey on 3rd and 3. He's going to be short.
Fisk just building a wall up front, knowing that McCaffrey on any of these short yardage situations is the primary. Just muck it up.
Muck it up.
Muck it up.
McCaffrey just trying to run it. McCaffrey. Oh, short, and the Rams. Hard guy to bring down on the edge.
Tested in the middle of the defense. You want to run outside. McCaffrey to run to the outside, but he lets that block go, and then Young plays off of it, and yep, you're frustrated.
Yeah, very rare to see a run to the left with Trent Williams on that side not work for San Francisco. Another 3 tight outs backwards onto his backside. C.J. West just blew up the play of the rookie.
Butt tackle.
Wow.
West kind of tries to split the double team, and again, playing physical is going to. 49ers defense got to take a stand, and Saleh's counting on these guys, regardless of the score. Play your tail off.
Get the run game with Curran. He is stuck up there. Tatum Bethune. Nice play from the second-year man. And here it is. We told you Seattle is killing the Cardinals right now. Rams 6-2. 49ers are trying to go 4-0 in division today. 3rd and 11. 49ers defense.
Oh, no.
Multiple penalties.
12 players on the field. Defense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Warner and his ability to not only play the run, but be good in pass, but he's also the lead communicator on defense. He's the one, he's up there in the suite watching from above. You know, these little errors keep coming up, and it's
a blitz. They back off, and now this play's blown dead because the Rams will call their second timeout.
If you have a small business, you might not know you could be wasting money on your mobile plan. You choose exactly what you want and pay only for what you need. When you're in control of your mobile plan, you can make America's most reliable 5G network.
Talk about Robert Saleh, who's been so quiet. So it's like, come on, guys, see something, say something, talk to your teammates. Kind of underestimate how big of a piece that is. He was open. A rare miss by Stafford in the first hold for this 49ers defense.
Yeah, very aggressive, but a strangely inaccurate throw for Matt Stafford, who's basically
today. So here is Ethan Evans, a part of it. End over end kick. Sky inside the 40 and down to the 36 he goes. Give these Niners a little bit of life.
They need these returns. Short fields are going to help them an awful lot against this defense, and you see in and out more juice. There you go, all those smiling faces. Someone's got to bring it. When you're down, something just to provide a little injection of adrenaline, and that can propel the offense hopefully into getting down there and scoring some points.
Or maybe a yard. You know, for these 49ers, they went 3 and out on the opening possession, but they've moved, stopped. So if there's anything, you're down 21-0 if you're 49ers fans. So, well, we're moving.
One of the strengths of Mac Jones is his ability to drop back pass and make accurate throws from the pocket. So not all is lost at this.
Jennings this time who hangs on, and he's good for a first down.
To stand in the pocket and survey the field in the zone defense, and Jennings is his guy.
Brock Purdy looking on and active today. They're hoping to have him back at some point soon. The towing. Quentin Lake, who is all over it. Just nowhere to go. Quentin Lake has been a really unheralded star.
Every aspect of his game. He can play in the deep part of the field. They can move him up under the line of scrimmage, and he takes it all up. That Coach Shula has. That helps the scheme out a lot. That disruption and kind of understand where he's at.
Down to the 20. If Lake sounds familiar, that's because you remember his all-pro dad, Carnell, played for the Steelers.
Yeah, huge play. And I always got to believe they're already in 4-down territory at this point. 3rd and 5. See if they can pick it up here against one of the best 3rd down defenses in the league.
Jones, but it still brings up 4th down.
Jones' pass complete.
And they will.
Definitely in this position. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Huge. This is the division opponent. We've already beat them once this year. We got to dig deep within ourselves to fight ourselves right back into position.
Rams have called a timeout. They'll talk things over for this 4th down play. Lamb enforcing the fumble at That time was 14-0. That was a big drive, and then on 4th and 1, Byron Young. That's 3.5 games now. I mean, that's really playing.
Yeah, great defense, but again, what I saw in that little package of highlight, kind of letting that ball hang loose and Landman getting the turnover, and the Rams have challenged it. Got there a little early on.
Well, the rule catch on the field, although lately that doesn't seem to mean anything. Dean Blandino.
Control all the way to the ground. It was close. Looked like George Kittle had the ball, but the instant he hits the ground, this is an incomplete pass.
All right, so we'll see what they rule with the Rams challenging. What, a 4th and 6?
Do I get a little
4th and 3?
Do I get a little PTSD when he sticks it up against his helmet and tries this?
4th down. Los Angeles is charged a timeout. They're 3rd and final in the half.
Seems like, calling the field, they stay with it unless it's definitive, and then some weeks they don't. So,
good point of this play, runner pass.
Looks through. So he held on. Kittle held on for a first.
Over him is an understatement. Works up, tries to get outside of him, and another dive and catch. And I love Mac Jones just standing in the pocket, very decisive, going to Kittle, accurate.
For him now, and a 1st and goal, 3:32 to go in the half. Keep in mind, San Francisco gets the ball to start the second half. Jones, pressure in his face, over the middle. Touchdown!
End up max blitz, no help on the inside part of the field for Williams. Mac Jones sees it late. And yep, they're back in it, KB.
Yeah, they needed that. They've moved the ball these last 3 possessions. They finally get home. So, Jennings finds the end zone for the 3rd time this year. He had the fumble earlier. Looking for a return. Back to the 30. He goes. With that, we tell you about salute to veterans and their families. At this time each year, the NFL reinforces our support and gratitude to those who have served and salute to service partners. Here's Stafford. Plenty of time to throw. Gets it to Kyle Williams and Dean.
Great thing all year long, and today, the stretch action gets Adams open across the field for an easy one down to attack in the pocket, and that gives those receivers a chance to get downfield. Stafford's going to make those accurate throws all day long.
Dropped. Gets across the line of scrimmage, I believe, but Keon White and Kalia Davis got some pressure.
And they're just a relentless pass rush, getting after it. They would have loved to have seen him just throw that ball away to not lose yards.
2-minute warning. It'll be a 3rd and 8 for the Rams when we come back. 21-7 LA, but the 49ers are trying to get a lead. 6 yards and 2 touchdowns for him, including one that got him to the 400 career touchdown mark, 9th player ever. Oh, it's Davante Adams. Perfect strike for a 1st down as he goes up to the 47.
Yeah, we talk about fences running out of there, and then it's just wide open for Adams. So that's a checkmate. When you check the other guy.
Oh, yeah. Stafford looking for Adams again. Makes the catch, 2 feet in. It's another 1st down and a perfect throw from Stafford.
Really forced these two to lock in, and that's an absolute dot. A-plus throw on the sideline. Davante
going deep, looking for Davante Adams. Incomplete. Good coverage that time from Renardo Green.
I had enough. I ran that comeback, and now you're going to give me the out and up? That's not cool.
Well, if anyone could do it out. And all of a sudden, Davante Adams has 5 touchdowns the last 2 games. So, maybe if there's a silver lining, you got to. Pressure right up the middle. Stafford's there. Tell us what he was seeing at the line.
Yeah, Matthew just trying to redirect traffic and understand where he's pressured. He ends up blocking the direct traffic, but the Niners do a good job in disguise and get a clean rusher. Matt knows play by Stafford. There's nothing there. Throw the ball in the dirt. Live for the next down.
Green had a chance to intercept it multiple times. And so now it looks like the back Jake McQuaid, who's a long snapper, who's here for a decade. They signed Harrison Mevis, who they called up from the practice squad. He's wearing number 92, but no field goal try. It'll be Evans to punt it away.
Usually with the
and a great punt. Takes As the 49ers bounce, but still down to inside the 20. Let's go check in with Kurt.
Wednesday, and we thank you all for your service. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime, a look at the NFC and why 10 wins.
Well done, guys. So great to have our veteran service, women and men. All right, 106 to go. 49ers down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, accurate, decisive, playing with anticipation. He knew Jennings was running right down the middle of the field. Now they're right back field goal at this point.
Another good throw on another first down.
I would use one timeout. I would use in it. They've got 2 timeouts now to be 1 remaining. Gives you just a chance to totally regroup, and you've had 2 very successful plays. Sees it, A+ throw to his big receiver in the middle of the field, and then right here, back at it to Robinson. His strengths. He's more of a drop back passer, different than even Brock Purdy in this offense. He can drop back and throw.
Team for 143 yards. 1 timeout remaining.
Got him.
A lot of time.
Missed Robinson running down the field wide open. I like this one. I like the deep post right there. Cut that loose.
Oh.
Yeah, you know when they're.
If you're San Francisco, you're thinking about 10 more yards. Eddie Pitt. We get whistles.
All the way down the field in 2-minute situations. You get a little bit lose track of the time because he's got to run all the way. Frustrating, but again, I'm glad they didn't use the timeout. I'd rather take the 5-yard penalty in that situation than try to use a timeout with that clock running down.
That was in dangerous territory. It's incomplete, but Jalen McCullough had a real chance to pick that off. And now it's 3rd and long.
Great opportunity for this Rams defensive line, who we have not talked about much today in terms of their ability to pressure the passer. And they got to cut loose on this pass rush. Try to keep them from gaining 10 to 15 yards.
There's Eddie Pinheiro. 49ers long way to go. 3-man rush. Jones gets. Put him down at about the 47 with 19 seconds to go. This is out of Eddie Pinheiro's range.
Yeah, a lot of things that can go wrong, but maybe Kyle Shanahan's just thinking, and we think we found a few ways that we can move the ball in the air. So let's just get to halftime and settle on this 14-point deficit.
Rams will let it go. Down at the. So Neal trying to get the crowd going. So good half for the Rams. 49ers showed a little life, but Matthew Stafford in the Bay.
Diamond, take a knee. On 1, ready? Here we go.
Waiting. There you go. That Geico. Saw some fireworks in this first half. There's no doubt about that. Matthew Stafford was absolute. Turned that into points, and that's why it is a 21-7 Rams lead at the break.
Game, and don't completely abandon the run game. Even though they're throwing it well, those simple runs to McCaffrey.
Time Kyle Shanahan was clear. He echoed you guys. He thought that the offensive plan was working. They were moving the ball effective. Otherwise, they're being effective. Defensively, the adjustment that they've tried to make, not giving receivers as much cushion. Tone and get back in it. We'll see what happens, guys.
Pressure right away on Mac Jones. Nice play to get away from it. Now slides and throws.
To speak with Sean McVay coming out. First of all, on his offense, he said he loved their first 3 drives. He said, I got a little greedy there in the 2-minute, how they have stopped the run. He said, we got to try to keep them one-dimensional, get them to 3rd down. I said, Sean, can you appreciate what...
Talked about Aaron holding San Francisco to 2.8 carry. So they're going to throw it instead of McCaffrey. Works. McCaffrey today. Christian McCaffrey is 2nd in the NFL in receptions. That's why.
Catching the ball, running the ball. They use him so much. This on Landman, and then Christian in open field. He makes everybody miss. Such a key piece of everything.
McCaffrey is, look, he's everything. He leads the NFL in scrimmages. He leads the scrimmage yards. He leads the NFL in touch snaps. Most in the league, touches, most in the NFL. He has been a workhorse, to say the least. 1,222 scrimmage. He's done everything. Bottom line, especially with all the injuries, he's been amazing. Here, though, they give Robinson a chance. And Robinson,
because he's such a hard kind of 1-2 punch runner, Robinson hasn't had the amount of touches because it's just challenging when you're the running back, tired throughout the course of the season. You put Robinson in to spell him. they could play some power football with him standing.
That was officially the first down. They marked him a little short, so it's 3rd and 1, not anymore. And it's funny, you talk about, like Shannon was telling us, you know, Bobby Turner, longtime running backs coach who's been in this league forever, worked for Mike Shannon. He said he's almost scared.
It's a great story.
Well, Robinson stays in now. They're going to run it. Why not? He's got a little juice.
Bobby, leave him in. Leave him in now. But there's other parts, because as a play caller, a lot of these things are really specific to who's the defense. Look at that ball high and tight. See, when the ball's high and tight, the defense is trying to get you on the ground. The rest of the half.
Yeah, he stays in. So Robinson getting some run here. Literally. Again. 12th in the league in tackles coming in. We saw him have 17 tackles against Baltimore, a Rams record.
Everybody out trying to knock the ball off every time, knock the running backs out of the game. And there's Coach Bobby Turner right there.
How about this? And they've had their best seasons under him. Pretty cool. McCaffrey back in. Mac Jones looks for him.
Such a great read by McCaffrey there. Normally he's got an angle route, but he feels him open. Look at his head come back. Right here, right here, right here. That's just good chemistry right there. Jones, start this out.
Ryan Robinson comes in. They go big jumbo formation here. 1 by Kobe Durant. You hear the use chants from the faithful crowd here.
Defensive personnel groupings. Uses them so much in motion. These fullbacks in the NFL are so unselfish. For the halfbacks, doing whatever it takes to get this offense in a position to score points.
10 play of the drive. Touchdown, San Francisco.
In the hole. And Robinson says, no, I'm not going down. And Robinson's still standing. They still haven't got him on the ground. One guy's got a shot.
4 yards, a touchdown, and the extra point is up and good. All of a sudden, we got a 7-point game. 28 rushing yards on that drive. Is Corum. Across the 35 to about the 36.
I mean, 3 tight ends, 1 receiver, 1 back. This is play action pass. Looking like it's his heavy formation and run it. Now and then you use him as a lead blocker over here. What is that 13 personnel grouping? It shrinks the defensive playbook. To hit a bullseye, that 13 grouping has been great for them the last 4 weeks.
Rams going to try and get the run game going here at once. It's also kudos to the Rams for having 4 capable tight ends who can all play and play well. Here's the Tom Rinaldi side. They're trying to press up a little bit in coverage.
A little tighter in man, some simulated pressure feet.
They go 3 tight ends again here. Run this corner. That's a nice work. He absorbed that hit from Malik Mustafa, and I think he's got enough for a first down.
It looked like the pinball machine. The ball comes on, and Corum just bounces right off it. Legs are still moving. That's what I expect from a Wolverine right there. Toughness.
Michigan reference.
I love these Michigan men. We learned it the right way, KB.
Not arguing. Stafford. Bryce Huff coming after him. He sidearm zips one. Williams gets popped at midfield. Couldn't tell if there was something on the hit from our angle here.
And the Bethune came in to clean it up.
Let's see.
Call that capping him off.
Yeah.
Actually didn't even much of a hit. He was already going there right there. Love that arm angle. It's actually very effective to throw the ball like that. You can get so much from behind the play. It looked worse than it was.
Yeah.
Dean, did you like that call?
I actually did. I know he was out of bounds. Second guy came in. I think it's a good call.
Bobby also thought it was a foul, just FYI. Odin up. Doesn't see it deep. Flips it and incomplete. That's a pass. And Parkins is going to jump on it.
Just for a lot of time, and he just couldn't find it downfield. You call the 35-yard line. Pile up a few plays that are always on the call sheet to try to get the ball in the end zone without having to drive. That was one of those plays.
Blitz coming. Picked. And it's going to be about 2 yards short, maybe 3 of a first down as Lenore was there. Now Stafford's just throwing off all kinds of arms.
Problems with the look passes. He has no problem with no look passes. This guy's insane.
two. Blitz coming. Stafford incomplete. 49 Rams. What are they going to do? Are they going to go? No special teams unit is on.
Yeah, based on their special teams woes of this season.
Long snapper, but instead, they're going to go. First down. He caught it in front of the sticks and was shoved backwards. That's good enough for a first.
Yeah, that with Green, a short under route with those strong hands. Stafford kind of knew right away. Look at the eyes. That's his go-to guy for a reason. He comes down with them in the big moments.
Sean McVay told us his hands are like sucking. It's a great block. Blake Corum has another first down. Down to the 12.
Yeah, there's just no wing. There's nobody there. Nobody for Allen or Parkinson to even block. Corum tried to jack up both those tight ends to disrupt it, but if they're going to keep walking them off the line of scrimmage like that, that was exactly like
Corum again. Up the middle this time. And Corum inside the 10. Going to get down to about the 7. Quarter touchdown.
Yeah, this is their first possession of the half. They get a chance to answer what the Niners have done, and so impressive. He just kind of marched the ball right down the field doing what they've done. Now they're in a great position to score.
Stafford throws, it is caught. That should be good enough for a first and goal.
Yeah, dealer's choice there for Stafford. He's got so many. Stafford gets a little bit flush, but nice throw. What a catch.
Ends that catches today. The other one has 2 targets. They go 3 tight ends again. Blake Corum in the back on a first and goal. Winners all over him. Keon White had a hand in it too.
Straight downhill, yeah, Fred loves that. He'd be like, I'd be right in that mix with you too, fellas. But his partner, hallmark of this defense. That's what solid teaches them. See if they can hold up for another one.
Keep in mind, Devontae all inside the 5-yard line the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and that's a great matchup on a safety right there.
Touchdown Rams.
There's hardly a corner in the league that can cover him on that route. Just such a disadvantageous position for away from the defender. Another touchdown for Adams. Way to answer.
Adding to his league lead. He's up to 24 on the year. This Rams offense back on. Jones had something going, but Matthew Stafford says, not so fast. It's done here. Second most all-time. You're talking 24 touchdowns on the year. That leads the NFL. And now the 49ers looking to answer. That's a pretty good start. The Scotch is with Northwestern at a special venue. How about Wrigley Field? How great is that? Big new kickoff, 10 a.m. Eastern, live from the heart of Wrigley Field. He's played football there forever ago. And now he got a college football game back. Indiana's last second win.
Yeah.
Or yesterday, I should say. All right, Mac Jones looking for 9 on first down.
Yeah, this accurate passing by Mac Jones on display, 20 of 24. And Kyle keeps just designing different little plays with Purdy looking on. Designing different
looks to tackle first down for McCaffrey. You know, in where Kyle was the offensive coordinator, McVay, assistant coach, was a tight ends coach, and then Kyle left to Cleveland. Sean went to turn their respective franchises around. They've done nothing but win in the times they've been there. And it's been a heck of a lot. He was caught that time by Luke Farrell, who makes the catch. Out to midfield he goes. Tell you, I know a lot out of sack today.
Yeah, just I think the mix of play calls between the run plays, the play action pass, and his ability to get the ball out quickly. Hey, this is my shot. And then it's not there. They waste all their energy. Again, they've been a bit of a moving target, which allowed high.
It's Kendrick Bourne who makes the catch. And he's down to the 30. That was a pretty nifty play to hit Bourne for 20.
Open for quite a while. Here's Bourne. What a pickup this offseason. Kind of coming in early and directing traffic downfield. Seems like they got a great connection. They just keep building on it.
Yeah, that's a good run for Juszczyk as he's bopping people down there at about the 26. You know, more on Kendrick Bourne coming to San Francisco. And Bourne, Mac Jones sent him the eyes emoji. He said, I know where you.
No one expected that from the Pats this year, but bringing Coach Vrabel, a lot of discipline. Coach McDaniel's back, really is a great mentor.
On the move. with McCaffrey. Decent hole, and then they closed up. Edmund was there to make the stop.
I thought it was such an interesting story when we talked to Coach Shanahan this week when he said, you know, we knew that plays the last 5 weeks to convince himself that we could run it. And he showed that to the team the other day.
But they stuck with it today. Try to get here. McCaffrey left side has a seam. McCaffrey running so overachieving walk-on. Like you're going to take away his scholarship if he messes up. It's a pretty big compliment.
It's a great compliment. He's like a lot of those guys. It wasn't me.
No, it usually wasn't me either. But McCaffrey is, I mean, gosh, most touches in the league, and he's just been the middle. He goes with another completion. Gosh, he's been so accurate. Kittle a yard shy of a first down.
Quarterback's job is to find the one open guy on the field with a little space, and Mac has found it all day long today.
And obviously Brock Purdy here. Where would they be without Mac Jones? Yeah. I mean, 6-3, and he continues to play good football. 3rd and 1.
Great job by Pooney on the right side, just absolutely caving it in. And when I see that staggered stance from Mac Jones, I know kind of easy when you do it that way.
Looked easy.
Yeah, go where they're not.
That was your strategy.
Yeah, you go where they're not.
First and goal. Pressure up the middle. What a play from Mac Jones, and the 49ers inch back again.
Great composure. And yes, that is a strength of Mac Jones. This is to the right side of the field. When Max holds the ball, he kind of looks around and says, yeah, there's a little green grass out here. And that play of a touchdown pass.
Farrell had no touchdowns first 4 years in the league, and this is blocked. And the extra point is no good. Farrell doing the Humpty Hump all the way to the end zone. Got a one-score game. I do. Gets the block.
That determination right there, not conceding any point.
So it score game 28-20. Remember, Rams led this game 21-0. So 49ers done a nice job across the 35. So if you're the 49ers defense now, what is the formula?
Them trying to build some type of wall, not letting those edges that were really soft that I showed you a bit earlier in the game, where you can just run out where your tacklers are and then get them in a passing situation and create a little disruption at Stafford's feet.
There's a play fake. Blitz picked up. Stafford looking for Ferguson. Oh, in and out of the hands. Had a shot there.
Play action pass. This is where you get those heavy groupings and you get linebackers like Gifford in. Fortunately, Ferguson just drops it. Great throw. Right over the shoulder. Those are the ones you got to catch. And, you know.
Second down to Kua to screen. Gets a great block and a big move to the 49, and he picks up 13.
Yeah, he doesn't
happen here.
Oh, his back tight. No, I don't want to speculate, but said he was so productive since that game. Hate to see him go out.
Hopefully he's okay. Is this one down inside the 20? Stafford goes back to the rookie and he delivers.
Ferguson right again on Gifford in coverage. Look at all the time he has to throw. It's not a wheel route. This is called a safe advantage of this base defense with multiple linebackers on the field and using their personnel groupings.
For being inactive the first 5 games. Stafford play pass as a man opens Parkinson. He's got the catch. He's inside today.
Again, you got to defend the run, and then you got to defend the play action pass. Coach, I feel good. We're down there.
Just kind of testing it out, see if he can go, but not yet on the field. First and goal. And so there's a little scuffle at the end, but the touchdown's going to count.
Today, 3 tight ends on the left. Very similar to Kyron Williams' touchdown in the first half. They just block out outside. The tackle and tight end is just totally naked there, and that's right where he hits it. Kyron's not going to miss that.
Multiple times, and each time the Rams have answered with a touchdown of their own. Impressive. So, the rookie first to him, the second-round pick, Terrence Ferguson for 31, and he sets up Kyron Williams for number 2 on the day. He has made that 31-yard catch after the drop, and give credit for Stafford to going right back to him. So the Russian game, and Mac Jones, who's played his tail off, 25 of 29, 241 in the air, will have to do a lot more.
At that call sheet, still feels like I got a lot of ammo down here. I got All these plays to McCaffrey. Kittle's making some plays. Jennings, don't let this pass rush create this disruption that they have all season.
Four-man rush. Make it not, you know what, maybe an 8-yard game. It's been George Kittle's.
No more than 4 catches on any game this season, and they really needed it today. They didn't think this was going to turn into a high score.
McCaffrey. Oh, there is nowhere to go. That is strung it.
A nice job just building a wall. And I never liked just the horizontal runs where you never get a chance to put. There's nowhere for McCaffrey to go. He cuts his losses. And still 4 down territory.
Jones, some pressure. Perfect coverage on Demarcus Robinson, and now it's a 4th down.
Great job in protection, Evenson, with Durant having vision. But in this situation, McCaffrey and Kittle are usually his go-to guys in this situation.
So there's a penalty flag. It's incomplete, but hang on. Kittle says, yeah, I think that's on them. Kittle thinks he got held.
Yeah. Pointing down the Rams sideline.
I mean, you're never going to point.
Couple penalties.
There are fouls by both teams, and they will. Defense number 3. Offsetting fouls, 4th down.
Land said that with some zest. Like he
didn't think he's set for a full second, Dean?
That's too technical. Kittle got
over, but it's 4th and 4. 49ers have got to have it. The Rams pick it off and take over.
Free got a little pressure, and rather than take the sack, ends up trying to fire the ball into a tight window, and Forbes defensive pass interference on Curl, which is a little tight too. So 2 calls, maybe should have been no calls. And
Rams, guess what? They're going to go 3 tight ends. They've unlocked something here. Tom, it's so interesting. You think about the Rams and Sean McVay. All they did for years is play 11 personnel, which means 3 wide receivers. 7 years from McVay, they had 84 total. They never did it. It's a totally new thing.
And that was all based on Puka Nacua getting injured. So you see linebackers and safeties into coverage against their matchups that they love against safeties and linebackers, and they're taking advantage today.
Round down to 35.
I think the interesting thing about 11 personnel groups, I mean 3 receivers, there would probably 3 tight end grouping, and they put base defense, you're dealing with 3 or 4 different coverages.
Wow.
So it simplifies the defensive playbook.
Downers come with the blitz. Stafford sees it, throws it complete. It's Higbee got a 1st down. Stafford just
has been to that throw. Watch him flat-footed with that whippy arm that he's got. Boop. Takes a hit on the field, so he delivers just another A-plus ball. Perfect strike, another 1st down.
Well, there and delivering beautiful pass after beautiful pass. This is Adams. This one is 400th career touchdown of his career. 9th player today. Now leads the NFL with 24, and you see the overall numbers just terrific.
And just got to be, and it is. I've been.
The Rams are peaking. You mentioned it. They lost to Philly, 2 blocked field goals. They should have won that game. They fumbled at the 3. It feels like they're getting better and better.
Between what their offense has done lately and defensively going into this game, giving up 20, one of the great offensive play callers in the game. They love the way this offense and defense is coming together. Now they got to straighten out the
Rams score. Guess who? A tight end.
Is it national tight ends? One for Parkinson, you got Ferguson, you got Higbee. 3 guys catch. He's got a few easy ones today. I think the one to Devontae, a little bit of a no look.
Amazing as Mevis with the extra point. I mean, all 4 tight ends have catches. 2 tight ends. Bengals, his 4th touchdown of the day.
And just the vision. Look at him. He knows it too. How many of those are you home?
How does he do that? And what was that dance he was doing, Aaron? What was going on there?
Yeah, well, shimmy and shake here from number 9 after this one. And the guys on the sidelines were having a good time with it, too. Also talked to Davante Adams about the old don't look at me. He said, I've never had a guy who is an absolute dog.
Today, 49ers now need points. They need him in a hurry. They'll get Demarcus Robinson going. I mean, you were showing us multiple different plays.
He actually told the story, and he said, when I was playing with Calvin Johnson at Detroit, so I'll let you watch this play. Johnson, and everybody knew exactly where I wanted to throw it, so I had to develop some different skills to get the guy, Calvin Johnson. Everyone else knew that he was doing it. So he started working on it in practice, carried over to some games, and now it's just become a staple.
That's the beauty of it.
And he did it with Cooper Kupp in the Super Bowl on that in cut. That was one of the ballsiest plays I've ever seen in my life.
First down, out of bounds, he goes. Well, stop the clock down at the 16. Goes with 4:06 to go. Live in the red zone. 6th player all time with 4 touchdown passes in 3 straight games. His 13 passes over the last.
And you just see the confidence when he's playing, you know, on the sideline, the body language from everybody. It's just fun to be out there with him.
McCaffrey makes the catch. Quick tackle there by Quentin Lake, who's had an active day, been all over this. We'll go quick.
And still very impressed by everything I've seen in Mac Jones today. He's throwing it almost a better play throwing the interception than taking the sack.
Yeah.
Illegal formation. Offense. 5-yard.
You can get with this or you can get with that. Run pass, no look pass, you kind of name it. 42-20. They will give it up the middle on the run. Guinea is coming up next on Fox. It'll be the OT presented by Ford.
Alaric Jackson, their left tackle, has had an incredible season. Avila's had a great season that kind of come. Havenstein, all those guys up front have just been so great for this offense. Everyone talks about Stafford, Nakua. It's probably what they're most proud of inside the building.
Yeah, keep Matthew Stafford protected so he could throw for 280 yards and 4 touchdowns. Had a catch in that 3 tight end pack. I mean, they did it all. And Sean McVay's team is surging. It'll be a 4th
loss by really hitting all the bullseye they needed to. They didn't turn it over. They were so good with their physicality up front. Again, decimated by injuries, but it's just the way it goes sometimes when you're on their side. Niners are looking for answers.
We'll get together and embrace at midfield. 49ers took round 1. The Rams get the revenge in round 2. From Matthew Stafford, and a day where their offense had 401 total yards. Matter of fact, 5th game this year were really for both teams. But the Rams got out to such a quick start. Puka Nacua setting up Stafford, doing that player to do it. But then there was more. Devontae Adams, a beauty. How about this no-looker? Crazy. Come on. Kobe Parkinson, recipient. A lot in the second half. The Rams took the next possession and went right down the field and scored, and they are